Okay, it's Saturday the 6th of July 2019. Not a vast amount of interesting things going to happen this weekend. I'm going to start, I've got some more of this cladding on the outside, that needs to be painted. Therefore I can't put anything up until tomorrow. So basically undo that, paint it with blue paint all round to give it a preservative. I managed to pick up this from the office. They throw it in a skip along with some metal shelves that can turn into something useful for shelving. Actually, then get a chance. Got some of these plastic clips which actually go around the conduit, which is sitting up here at the moment. And I need to put some conduit round and down, which will eventually go behind the hardboard which is going on here in front of this for the power and things. At the moment it's just like sort of wandering all over the ceiling and round. And eventually put some sort of proper sort of box or whatever up here which all the cables and everything will connect to. So at the moment it's just like sort of bits of wire hanging everywhere into a little section. But anyway, that's the idea. I shall continue onwards. I don't think I'm going to make too many of these videos, or it's not going to be too long. I might combine everything into this week, next week, and possibly even last week, so I haven't done that yet. That's because it's more or less the same sort of thing. Eventually, hopefully, we'll get some more of this, and that's what it's going to have to look like, the cladding. And I'm going to put it along the top, and hopefully, I don't think it's actually going to be possible, but I'd like to get to the end, the whole of one side done this weekend. I can't even start. I've got to paint it and it's going to dry first before it gets too far. I do have two more sheets which are currently painted already blue, and they need to be painted white on the surface to stop the water getting in. Anyway, I'll put this piece up, which is going to go. I'm not going to do this weekend, am I? I'm going to go up there with a slight slope so that it rains off. Anyway, onward. Right, didn't do much filming this morning. It's now about 1:45. I've really just painted these bits here. Thanks, which I think you've seen me do before. I'm waiting for them to dry. I still need to paint them white, because that's cladding for the outside. I also a little bit up here across the top, eave, or I think it's called eave, in order that any water runs down and runs off rather than runs into the door. I'll finish that and fill it out in the gaps and things, and actually fill out a couple of these holes up, and so on. Anyway, nothing really inspiring, I'm afraid, so I shall get on. Onward. Right, I've got the conduit up. That piece, there'll be some power sockets here, and no, I won't try to put network cable, more like just pin to the wood, and it goes all the way, and then eventually goes over there. So I'm going to put the power box sort of here. Another piece that goes all the way around, along there, and to the end. That's for the lighting. And the only other piece down here, which is going to make some more power sockets for the inverted commas kitchen area. Well, maybe a kettle. I'm going to have a sink as well. Okay. I've now got to paint the boards. Hopefully they should be dry by now. So the board's over there. And I missed one section. So I need to, make sure I paint white on that side. And, onward. Oh, it's 3:45, by the way. Bye! Okay, all those bits of wood, cladding, have been painted. So there, and there's a couple more over there. They will eventually go along here and down. And I imagine a few left over. Anyway, that's it for today. It's now 8 minutes to 6. And I really haven't got any time for any more. So, that's it for today. See you tomorrow. Bye. Okay, it is now Sunday the 7th of July. And last night it poured down. I wasn't even expecting it to rain. Let alone as heavily as it did. As a result, all my wood is, well, it's either on the surface, but not too bad underneath, but the water's pouring off. That really needs to dry out before I can really put it on. Again, a similar line. I don't really want to put it too much here. Actually, it's not too bad. I don't feel wet. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, while that's drying out, I thought I need to do some jobs inside. The lights, I think I'm going to move them further over in that direction, so they're more in the centre. This way these, in fact, move better the other side. I can show you. See the power cable, power connectors. They will then come up here, and okay, I'll just connect it in for the moment, back the way it was, but then we'll leave the whole of this area. Then I'd like to put some sort of flooring up here, which hold things. So I've got this big piece over here. Maybe that'll fit, and maybe some of the other bits I can use. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work at the moment, but eventually, of course, what's going to happen is we'll put some insulation. Maybe this way better. Insulation between there, and then this part gets covered in cardboard. Oh, I need something strong enough. I put some sort of this part section over here, some sort of hatch to get into the roof. This side is just, I'm going to put insulation and the hardboard, and okay, just use it for storage and things on that line. But I want this one stronger so I can actually get up here if need be. Now I can then access the bits over here. Well, that's the plan. I'm going to start doing something towards that. So the first thing is try and move these lights a bit further over, and also have to remove this line as well for the surface of the line. No pun intended. Onward. Okay, all the lights are now in place. Move slightly further over, so I've got space up here, so that I can put some sort of flooring, well, flooring down from the loft sense, roofing in for the main part of the shed sense. So then move this bit out, and I'll install heavier things up there. So I need to, I've got some of this wood here. I think I'm going to use that, and I've got this piece over here. This will do a complete one of these sections, but it's very good and very strong. I've only got one piece of it though. Anyway, onward. Okay, that's got the first section of roof up, well, ceiling up. Obviously I've got to put the insulation between there, and then hardboard over the top. But this should provide support for the things and well, stick up there. Obviously it's not a vast amount of space, but should get some, be able to put some stuff on. Obviously next I've got to do this section from here to here, and the end bit over there, but don't need to do the end bit quite yet. We've got rather a lot more stuff that needs to, I might do, see how things go. Anyway, onward. Okay, second section, half piece done. I've still got this gap to fill, and I think I'm going to end up with thickened board in. It's going to look a bit odd from the top, but I'm not going to worry because nobody's going to see that. The section also done. Not quite as clear, but boarding up there. That's actually on the thicker stuff as well, so should take quite a bit of weight. And obviously up there we can use for storage and things. I've got to make some sort of method of access in this area. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but something I need to do. Okay, onward. Let's try and fill that piece. Okay, everything's packed up. I've even put the bits of wood up there to dry, because I remember they got wet because it rained earlier. In fact, I've got more up there, although I haven't changed. And we have some bits of roofing. I put another section along here, so we got that covered. Obviously it's not particularly brilliant, but nobody's going to worry about it. They won't see it. I might actually put something, because we don't end up separating when we come down to some piece that goes across or something. I don't really know. I haven't really worked it out. But we'll worry about that another time. Then the insulation goes in, and the hardboard over the surface. Also got another wire hanging down there for the light that will go here. We'll have another one here, but I haven't got any wire for it at the moment. And one over here where the sink's going to be. The sink's currently there in a box, and here's the board for it, and it's got to eventually end up here. Alright, I'm afraid that's going to be it for today. I'm going to need to go shop. Anyway, see you anon. Bye! Good morning. It is Saturday the 13th of July 2019, and it's about 9:15. Remember, I painted those bits of wood last week. Obviously leaving the inside just with the preservative type paint on it. Always got paint on again, but that's when I get it up. On the subject of getting up, they're going to go effectively along there and hopefully complete the whole of this section today. Well, not necessarily today, this weekend. Then I've got to I'll put something here-ish. In fact, I've got a bit of wood for the purpose. So we'll go about there. This is to hold the give something to screw the charger point in. In fact, maybe make it a bit lower. I've got a piece of wood here. It's going to then be set at an angle to direct any water away. Not really want to stick out more than that. The box will, imagine the box will stick even further out. And there, we go around the front, or back, depending on how you look at it. This side, I want a couple of holes there, and one at the other end, big enough for vents to come out. Again, I've got to reinforce it in some way. So we've got double there, so we'll use some of the these bits of wood I have, saw some pieces off, effectively bolt them on. In fact, more than likely this little piece, that's the right sort of, that's the right thickness, and then drill some 100mm holes in them. I've got drills for that, sort of disc cutter things for that purpose. Okay, that's the plan of campaign. Onward. Okay, here we are. I've bolted a piece of OSB on, left over. It's 18mm thick, which should put it on par with this stuff here, where so I'm going to have the cladding that goes over it, so you don't actually see the OSB. But obviously that's for the vent. The vent's going to slot in there. That's a 100mm hole, cut with that drill bit there. I'm going to do one at the other end as well. And obviously this has to be painted. Anyway, vent will obviously come out here blowing the hot air out. Anyway, onward. Okay, now that is the second of the two, so I've got one at that end and this one. Get a 100mm hole, got to paint it over. I will find something to temporarily block the back from behind, and I don't know what I'm going to do on that one, but we'll work something out. The main thing is now to paint these, so don't get too wet. Should it rain? Okay, they've now been given the first coat of paint, and I also managed to take the centre bit, which I cut out, put a bit of wood across the back of it, and then nail it in, so that we have a hole blocked for the moment. One bit really difficult was up here. I had to crawl along that space to the other end. There's not that much room, and it's actually incredibly hot. You suddenly feel the temperature between top of here and in the main area. And that's the worst bit up there. Oh, sweating away. Anyway, that's now done for the moment. Onward with, I guess, the bit around the next piece will be over there. Oh, so I sort of left the pieces there. Onward. Okay, I've bolted this piece of wood on. Got a slight slot in the top. That's for the hangover bit to come down. Can bolt it through. Even put a couple of nails into because there's beams on the other side where I nailed it. There's no beam there, so I can't nail it. I can bolt it through to there. Once I've got to put the next bit cover on and paint it. I haven't got any of the right size bolts to put the batten on, which will go effectively. You've got the bit hanging down, there's a batten that needs to go above it. I haven't got the right size bolts for that at the moment, so I can't do that for the present. Anyway, onward. Of course, one thing I forgot to mention, this is of course to hold the charger for the charging the electric cars. Not that I have an electric car at the moment, but since I'm building the shed, I might as well put it here in, because they're not too distant future, we're all going to have electric cars. So what I want to do is replace this one with an electric car. I tend to only use it for short journeys, and it'll be perfect for an electric car. And the longer car for longer journeys I tend to use for that one. So I might stay at petrol for the time being. Anyway, onward. Okay, I've now put the top on. I'm not sure I had it there before, but I now put the little top on. And I've also put filler all over it to cover up the holes. By the way, this filler is absolutely awful. Don't buy it. You got it looking rather cheap in Tesco's, and it's called dragon filler or something. It sounds very Chinese. In fact, I'll go and have a look and see what it is called. Oh, by the way, while I'm at it, I've also done a couple of pieces up there as well. And the filler is called, oh, it's the stuff. Yeah, dragon filler. Oh, awful. I'm using it, but I don't never buy any more of that. Anyway, onward. Okay, I think that's about as far as I'm going to get today. Hopefully complete the other bit tomorrow. I think once I can get past these difficult bits, it's just a matter of putting it on, which is a lot straightforward. In fact, did that bit quickly, and then these bits have taken ages. I imagine that bit will take a while, and then if we can get to the end, that's the main thing. Can't paint it yet. I need to put the filler in. Well, awful filler, but hopefully it'll fill and paint it over. Okay, might be my last thing for today. So, see you tomorrow. Bye. Okay, it's Sunday the 21st of July 2019. I didn't do any filming yesterday, but I was working on the shed. Mainly because I thought it'd be rather uninspiring. I didn't actually film anything. Well, just to summarize what I did, these bits of wood were in place. I've now sanded them down and painted them. So we have one coat on, and again similar thing down the edge. I've got to now put the battens that go that direction, which I painted yesterday. They're currently sitting up here, hopefully drying. And what else did I do yesterday? Oh yes, I put some small strengthening bits along the ceiling, so that we don't have the wood hanging down. Also a little bit in battening. This is basically, I've got to put it all around everything. So we have somewhere when we put the hardboard on, we can actually nail it to. So it only goes up there, and there's just odd bits of wood I happen to have, and I've got to go down there and all around, and the other bit. Put a piece across here, and a bit more flooring underneath, so that we can actually then eventually put a loft. In fact, go another piece along here actually, similar to this piece here, and so we can actually then have a hinge sort of loft lid. The only other thing that really was done, I put another little vent. I haven't drilled a hole in it yet, like those ones. So this is for the air, cooler air to come in, and then the hot air will be blown out of the top. Well, that's the idea. Anyway, onward. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention. This arrived yesterday. We have a lot of plums on the tree at the front. Well, they're not ripe yet. And every year we seem to end up throwing them away. So I thought what I'd do is try and make some plum wine. So I've got a fermenting bucket, a plastic demijohn, and all the other various bits and pieces, funnel and airlock and sterilizer and all this kind of stuff. And what we'll try and do is make some plum wine. See how that goes. Actually, I've also ordered a bigger one of these because that one's not big enough, and I'm not sure what we're going to do about the I need more plastic demijohns or whatever. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. I'll probably do a particular special video on that one. Anyway, onward. Okay, that is now all battening up. Well, actually, that piece down there is not, but I need a thicker piece, and I don't have any wood, that sort of wood at the moment. It's getting on. Onward. Bye. Okay, I've now put 3 pieces of cladding on. What I've got left at the moment, and that's been painted. Painted those as well. Inside I've been using all the spare little bits left over to put up here. So I need to, effectively the hardboard, need a piece hammered into there, and this piece also hammered in here, so make it easy somewhere we can hammer them in. So you need a bit of a, in fact of that bit there I haven't done, but I've got to put a bit along here, so I don't know where I'm going to cut it yet. Not that I've got any spare bits at the moment, these are all the little bits left over. Okay, I think now I'm running out of things to do, so I'm running out of materials to do things with, I should be a better way of putting it. So I'm going to finish the day, even though it's half past 2. I've also got a little tidying up to do. If anything interesting comes up, I'll maybe do an extra bit, but for that, I believe it's going to be it for today. So, onward, and I will see you another time. Bye. Okay, it's Saturday the 27th of July 2019, and it's about 10:40. Right, plan of campaign today was to sort out my guttering. So I've got gutter pipe, down pipes, lots of connectors, holders, other joints and things on that line. Great. I need to really sort it out because the guttering's, well, part of it's falling down, it's leaking and causing all kinds of problems. I've done 2/3 of it previously, last year. I really need to finish the other bit. Okay, it's getting worse. Anyway, the problem is, you may not be able to see it, but it's pouring down. I should just show you that bit up there. It's hanging down low and all the water's coming out of it. It really needs to be sorted. The rest is fine because I just did that last time. So I plan to have a down pipe come down. Instead of using that one, I'm going to have one coming down the side of the house. At the moment that one just empties onto that roof and flows down the roof and then back into another gutter and down. So I just want to put that one that one straight down the side, where it originally looked like it went anyway, because there's holes there. But it's raining at the moment, and I'm getting wet, so I'm going back inside. So what am I going to do today? Well, I'm starting to get my Wi-Fi sorted here. I bought this little device, and so far, every time I change the IP address, it seems to stop working. Or change anything, it seems to stop working, so I'm going to sort that out. Which all makes being a pain. Anyway, onward. Okay, now all wood in the UK, or sheet wood, well, in fact maybe not just in the UK, but other places as well, comes in a standard size of 1,220 millimeters by 2,440 millimeters, or generally known as 4 by 8 in feet. Now the problem is my car, is slightly narrower than that and slightly shorter than that lengthwise. So the problem I've got is you can't actually put a sheet of 4 by 8 in there and hold it flat. You can do if you do it at an angle, but then you won't be able to get it. I mean, the pipe here, for example, which I showed you earlier, that's 2.5 meters long, which is actually slightly longer than the 8. That'll actually fit in, but it has to be go diagonally across. These bits down here are 8 foot long, and so what I'm planning to do is construct one of these. You get one of these that's going to bolt through like that, with this bit sticking out at the bottom. Cut a little notch here, and I've got some roof bars, and I plan to put some roof bars in, so they'll sit in the notch going this way. And that's 8 foot, and I'm going to build a frame and some bits going. In fact, they'll go that way over. So I can then hold a sheet of 4x8 on the roof. And, so there, how to hold it. I don't think I'm going to do that quite yet. I've got to cover all these walls in 4x8, and I can all have it delivered. I'm more than buying a few sheets at a time, and when you're paying quite a large chunk on delivery, it's not really worth it. So either find a company that sells it cheaply for, well, normally they sell it cheaply, you have to add delivery on or pick it up yourself, which is what I'm thinking I need to do, or the other option is pay more for it and they will actually deliver it. So we'll see how it works out. But anyway, that's the reason for getting these. I'm not going to do anything today, but they've arrived, so I thought I'd just explain things. Anyway, onward. Okay, it is Sunday the 28th of July 2019, and it's about 9:30 in the morning. I was hoping to do some stuff outside on the guttering, but the weather forecast is well, it's not raining at the moment, but it is pretty cloudy, and it's supposed to be raining. So what I'm going to do, I've got these bits of wood, and I'm going to put a piece along here, and I also need a piece that sticks out here, so up to right here. So so it needs to be, see this piece here, a bit of MDF. That's going to be the cover. That's going to cover this section, so I can drop it down and be able to get access into the loft. Obviously, so I've got all the other bits and pieces around here, insulation to do. Need to put a piece along there, and so on. Oh, actually, my other video, we are into brewing, but I'm sure you'll see that in the other one. Anyway, onward. Okay, that's got those bits of wood up, and that one. Oh, actually, no, I've missed one screw out. one bolt to go, or screw to go. Otherwise, pretty strongly in place. I can now put some hinges somewhere around here. I haven't got any yet, and somehow I've got to put that piece of wood. Obviously, have some sort of frame around it. and that'll eventually go up there, so I can drop it down. Okay, let's put the bolt in, I forgot. Sorry, screw in, I forgot. Onward. Okay, I've now put another piece along here. Strength that doesn't go all the way to the end because it'll be short, but I can get a piece that'll fit in the end bit. After all, it's only just holding the roof up there, nothing too structural. I now need to build some sort of frame around here. I've got some wood over here for the purpose. Well, that's the battening on the side, but I can use it as more battening. And somehow do something with that as well. Bolt it to it so I can have something to screw through. And that obviously that's the cover that's going to go on it. Chop it all size and make it fit up there. Okay, onward. Okay, that's the loft hatch. At the moment it's not really held together, it's just 4 little tiny panel bins in the corner, and that's going to fit up. I'll try it, and it does fit in this section here. Just need hinges. So the next thing I'm going to do is try and bolt it together so it's stronger. Okay, onward. Okay, there we are. That's the lid. Obviously no hinges, no bolts to hold it up. And obviously I need to paint it and things yet. Well, this is progressing. It's supposed to rain today, and so far it hasn't. It's actually been quite nice. I could have done the guttering, but not. Oh, well. I'll say that for another day. Anyway, onward. Okay, that's about as far as I've done today. I can do today. So I've got these pieces up. Also got at the end here, and on that side. They're not actually nailed in from the top, but just in case I need to change it or anything, I haven't done that yet. Also, I've still got a piece there to do, and that bit hasn't been done. Also, I've got to somehow use these bits to create a, well, I wouldn't say flooring, but so I won't be able to get into that section, but some sort of thing I can put bits on if need be. It doesn't rest on the, well, what will be matting, well, insulation of some type here. Okay, anyway, I need to pack up, so onward. Oh, it didn't rain at all. I think that's going to be it for today. See you anon. Bye.